Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a head-to-head comparison of two popular wireless microphone systems from Rode. The ultra compact wireless micro and the versatile wireless Go 2. Whether you're a mobile content creator or a professional videographer, choosing the right mic is crucial. Let's explore which one suits your needs best. So first we're going to get acquainted with our contenders. First, you have the Rode Wireless Micro, which is designed more for your smartphone users seeking kind of a plug and play solution. It's incredibly compact. It's connecting directly to your device via USB-C, or you can get a lightning adapter to connect to some smartphones, a little bit older iPhones, obviously. It's going to be perfect for your on-the-go content creation. On the other hand, you also have the Rode Wireless Go. It's going to be a more comprehensive setup. It includes two transmitters, unless you get it with just one. So you have a couple options, whether you can get it with a single transmitter or two. It's typically about $100 difference between the two. Both are going to support analog and digital outputs, systems tailored for creators who require flexibility across various recording scenarios. Now, when it comes to the design, the wireless micro is impressively small. It comes essentially like this. It comes a little kit like this. So if you're familiar with getting like AirPods or any kind of portable headphones, it's about the same size as one of those, which is pretty easy to kind of carry around, stick in your pocket if you need to, and it gives it plenty of protection. It's going to be exceptionally portable for your smartphone users. Now, the Wireless Go 2, as you can see, just physically by the case itself, there's a little bit of a size difference when it comes to just the case versus the actual microphone itself. Let me take one of these out so you can kind of get a good idea, but you can see just by the actual up close shot right here that they are very, very small. So when you actually compare them to each other, they are very, very different in terms of your size capabilities. This one, it has a clip just like the actual Wireless Go 2. But one thing I do like about the micro right here is that it actually has the ability to magnetically connect it to your shirt. So if you got a nice shirt, you don't want to clip it on there and get it kind of all wrinkly or mess the shirt up. You can just put the little magnet on the inside and you just basically snap it together. So that's actually a pretty cool little feature that they've actually added on here. Couple of the technical kind of things: has direct connection to smartphones via USB-C or Lightning. It comes with two clip-on transmitters with built-in microphones, intelligent gain assist for automatic audio level adjustments, and up to 21 hours of battery life with the charging case. Now, the charging case kind of doubles as an extra, as a like a battery for it as well. And for charging it, it's very easy to charge. You basically just put the microphone on the inside. You see the transmitter is actually right in the middle there. You close it up, and then you can plug it in through USB-C. You can see it's when it's green, or it's actually got juice going to it, especially when it comes to charging the actual microphone itself. Now, the Wireless Go 2, it's got dual channel recording with two transmitters, or in my case, one because I don't necessarily need two. Onboard recording with up to 7 hours of uncompressed audio. So you actually can record direct to the transmitter itself. So this one's actually the microphone itself. And then the actual receiver itself is this one. It's got a little small LCD screen on there so you can actually see the different levels and your battery life and things like that as well. Now, the extended range for these things goes up to 656 feet or 200 meters. It's compatible with Rode Central and Rode Connect apps for advanced settings and firmware updates. Now, there's a couple of extra things that I actually really like about this. Now, for those of you who have been following my channel for a while, know that I really love the Rodecaster. Now, I'm using the Rodecaster Duo. Now, as of, I want to say about a year and a half ago, there was a firmware update for it, and it made it where it was compatible with these types of microphones. So these can actually be paired straight up with this and double as an extra added microphone. So I can have this microphone right here. I can mute this, and then I can just basically have this one clipped on. You just got to basically pair it up, which is fairly easy to do. Now, in terms of the wireless micro, initially a lot of people were wondering if these were going to actually work with the Rodecaster. I had to do a little digging, but they are compatible. Now, can they wirelessly connect just like this? Yes and no. So you don't have to go and do any kind of fancy pairing or anything like that. It's very, very simple to do. Now, on the back of the Rodecaster Duo and the Pro 2, there's two USB-C ports. One of them you're going to pretty much have connected to your computer at all times. Now, the second USB-C port is very, very close to it. So you can't just take the receiver and stick it right into it. So when you actually look at the actual receiver, see how wide that thing is? It's probably about an inch and a quarter wide. So it makes it very difficult to actually plug it straight in. So you actually have to get yourself like a little USB-C extension adapter or extension cable. I couldn't find any adapters in my city, so I had to actually go to Walmart and actually get an extension cable for, unfortunately, a 6-foot cable. Do you need that much? You really, really don't, just to make it work and function. The audio quality is very, very close. I kind of like the Rode Wireless Go 2 a little better in terms of just functionality. Now, in terms of accessories, there's really not any big accessories when it comes to the micro other than this particular charging case. Now, we're going to get into hearing the differences a little bit later here, but we're just kind of going over some of the accessories and features that you would really want to look at. Now, one of the accessories that I really like is the Lavalier Go. So Lavalier Go, they're not the cheapest lavalier microphones. So you got this little guy right here. And really what it does is it plugs straight into your Rode microphone. Just like so. And then you can basically put this, like clip it to your pants, and then run the microphone up through your shirt. So you just have a little microphone sticking up there instead of like this big old block sitting right there. Now you're going to see a lot of people that are doing gym and working out type videos that are going to have these on them. But if they had something like this, it would be a little cleaner and a little bit nicer to look at. Now, that's not the only accessory that I have that I've actually managed to purchase that I like. Now, if you watched my last video, you noticed that I had this little guy actually in my hand. Well, the great thing about this is it works hand in hand with the Wireless Go microphones and the Pro and the ME, whichever one you want to actually have. Now, when it comes to this, it just basically clips right on. Now, once you have it paired up, the great thing about this is you can use this little pop filter that comes with it as well. And you just basically put it over, and now you have a microphone. This is actually called the Interview Go. Now, this whole piece right here is only like a $29 piece. Now, when you start looking at the microphones themselves, if you go with the Rode Wireless Go with a single microphone, it's $199. If you go for the one with two microphones, it's $299. Now, if you go with the actual Rode Micro here, or the wireless micro, it's $150, but you get two microphones. Now, one question I've actually had is, will the micro work with this? My answer is kind of. And the reason why is because when you actually put it on here, like say take that little magnet off and put it in there, it does kind of work, but it kind of wiggles around in there, as you can kind of see from the video. Now, if you're doing recording and you're moving this around, unfortunately, this is going to make a little bit of noise. So that's not really going to be very good in terms of your audio quality. Now, the other downside is when you actually put the filter on there, this kind of doesn't fit very good on there, because when you have this, it's actually snug all the way around it, which is really, really nice. So that's one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of when it comes to this particular setup. At least when it comes to the micro. If you don't use it with this, then it works really, really well. Now, we're going to go ahead and actually do a live pairing right now. It's already kind of set up. You just got to basically hold the button on the bottom, and you'll see the little lights coming on. And now it's paired up. Now, I'm going to switch over real quick. And this is basically the actual microphone right here. Now, as you can see, the audio quality is very, very good. Now, one thing I used it for last time was connecting it just like so with the actual filter over the top of it, so you can actually get a better idea of how this is actually going to sound. So it's very, very simple to use. As you can see, once you get it actually connected, there's actually a preset for these particular microphones on the Rodecaster Duo and the Pro. Now, we're going to switch over to the other microphone. I'm going to plug the adapter in so that you can get an idea how it's going to sound. All right, so here we go. I got my adapter here. And I'm going to switch over real quick with this. All right, now when it comes to this particular microphone, as you can see, I really didn't have to do anything. I literally just plugged the adapter in, and it automatically paired it up. Now, is it the prettiest thing? No, it's not with the way I've got it, but if you have just a little small adapter, maybe this long, this big, you really won't have any issues with it standing out and looking very ugly. I mean, if you've got your desk set up, I mean, you can get a little adapter that's like maybe this big to make it stick out far enough so that you still have your USB-C cable on the back of your Rodecaster connected and not really having to worry about anything specifically. Now, when I start talking, you can see I can get a little bit farther away and it gets a little bit lighter. So it's not as strong as if you have it right up here. So obviously this is the best place for you to actually have it clipped onto your shirt or magnetically connected to you. Now, like I mentioned earlier, you got up to 21 hours of battery life on these things, especially if you're using the charging case pretty consistently. So you could probably use this microphone for a number of hours if it's just you by yourself, and then you could just disconnect this one and plug the other, and use the other one. Put this back in the charging block, and then you're good to go. So as you can see, very, very easy to use. And as you can see, that is just the basics of what you're looking at here. Now, we can go into a lot of other things when it comes to this, but I think the biggest issues that people are going to be looking at is, are these good microphones? Are they good quality? And which one is going to be best for me? I think that's going to be a case-by-case basis. Now, if you want to walk around with that microphone up like this, or if you want to have the big microphone where it can record straight to the device if you want to, that would probably be your better option. Now, if you want to have something small and cute and just kind of walk around, it's like, say you're just doing a basic little vlog kind of thing, you got a very light camera or you're using your phone, then the actual micro might actually be your better option when it comes to you. But I guess the question for you is, which one do you think is going to be more suitable for your video creation type? Are you one that's going to be sitting at your desk like I am? Are you going to be walking around downtown interviewing people, or just having a great time with your friends, or just having a sit down one-on-one interview? Now, when you start looking at, the micros, they're very expensive. You're talking if you want to get 2 microphones, you're looking at $300 right there, as opposed to getting the micro, which is only going to cost you $150. So you got to look at it in terms of cost, which one's going to be monetarily better for you. Now, I think a lot of us that are starting out, we want to get good audio quality. Obviously, we want decent video quality, but in my opinion, I think audio is going to be much more important than video. I know that's very controversial for some people, especially when I'm using like $1,000 camera setup myself. I don't have a $3,000 or $4,000 one. However, you could be driving down the road and have just the audio going, and if you have good audio, then you can have people watching and listening to what you're saying consistently and have people keep coming back. Now, I've pretty much given you the pros and the cons when it comes to these particular microphones. In terms of the wireless micro, I'll touch on that a little bit more. Ultra compact and portable, easy smartphone integration, long battery life with the charging case. The cons, limited to smartphone use, no external mic input. And that's the one thing that I think I have the biggest gripe about, but not really a big gripe, is that you can't plug an external microphone into it, like the Lavalier Go. Now, in terms of limited to smartphone use, if you have a Rodecaster, you're perfectly fine. And I think if you have a computer with USB-C, you should be able to plug that in there and have it work just the same. Now, in terms of the Wireless Go 2, you have that dual channel recording. You have the onboard storage. You have the broad device compatibility. So you can plug it into pretty much anything and everything you want to, whether it's a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone. The big con for it is that it's going to have the higher price point, and it's a little bit bulkier in terms of carrying it around. And as you can see, when it comes to connecting it to something like the Rodecaster, you got to work at it a little bit just to kind of get it to connect correctly. So, in conclusion, if you are a mobile content creator seeking simplicity and portability, the Micro is an excellent choice. But for professionals requiring versatility, dual recording and advanced features, the Go 2 stands out as your superior option. Your choice ultimately depends on your specific needs and your workflow. So, I hope that helped you guys out. I hope that will get you to come back to the channel. I appreciate you guys coming and watching. If you found this comparison helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more reviews on items like these and comparisons. If you have any questions or if you have experiences, maybe you have your own feedback on these particular microphones, post it down below in the chat. I would love to see what you guys are using and what you think about these particular microphones from Rode. Until next time, guys, happy recording, and make sure you post that first video.